who's been to 2 Olympic Games, Beijing 2008 and London 2012. Missed out on Rio, but he's trying again for Tokyo. He's been very impressive so far in this competition. Just to remind you, plenty of boxing content for these Olympic qualifiers on Olympic Channel. Follow Ron Lewis's live blog, just looking on there right now, and a couple of quotes from earlier winners. Khouloud Malahi of Tunisia. We've been talking about the training and the sacrifice, and her quote is, "It's been 15 years of hard work, lots of problems to get to Tokyo, but I'm finally going. I'm going to Tokyo. I love it."
That's great, and that speaks to the, you know, we see the end product, but the sacrifice goes back many, many years. And some aren't fortunate enough to work through the adversity. Clearly she has and appreciates it.
Yeah, of course, women's boxing making its debut at London 2012 in the Olympics. There's our referee for this men's lightweight contest, Carlo Franchi, and Fiston Baya in the red. And he's been impressive as well. He beat Brendan Boyka Dennis of Zimbabwe yesterday. Good performance, that. And Louis Colin, I've been impressed by Colin. He dropped the first round of his opening bout against Owina of Tunisia, but in the second round he just found his range. He worked out his man and put together a bit of a clinic.
Colin in blue there, a little bit more active early than we saw. He said coming into this one about Mulumba, I don't know much about him, I haven't seen him fight, which is the case for some of these. Sometimes it's, as you mentioned, a third meeting, and sometimes it's the first time.
See already Colin doubling up the shots. Good left jab from Colin. Baya a bit messy as he goes on the attack. Another one of these good boxers from DR Congo. Got a good squad.
Yeah, they do. Wow.
Colin, just see the hand speed. And there's a bit behind those punches as well. You can hear the impact.
And I think when we saw him, I think it was last night, or it was yesterday afternoon, I think, his footwork is really good too. You know, you get caught up in the punching power, but he sets things up well, stays away, moves back in.
Leads with the left. Pace for both of these men. Past the midway point in round one.
Again, it's the lightweight.
Number 2 seed Colin, number 3 seed Baya Mulumba. Good exchange. Colin, he just gets back to work, doesn't he? And just doubled up that jab nicely there. Baya covering up well. He's not taking too many punches, but he's not landing many of his own.
No.
Gets through with a left there.
He's not attempting many of his own.
I think he's just finding Colin hard to hit. You can see Colin slips away there. Just over 30 seconds to go in round one. And again using his feet well.
Not sure that got through.
No, there was a shake of the head from Baya, which usually is a bit of kidology, but there I don't think the punches got through. Clapper for 10 seconds to go. Combination from Colin, which I think did get through, and a bit of a stare down at the bell. But I think first round to this man in the blue corner, Mauritius veteran, 32 years old, Louis Colin. It's a nice body shot there in that replay.
Yeah, he follows up. I mean, he's got more than one thing in mind when he starts his the Fury. You know, he's Flurry. I mean, and yeah, no doubt about that round.
All 5 judges giving the opening round to Louis Colin from Mauritius. Now Baya, he's just got to show a bit more in this second round. He Saw in the slow-mo replay reel that landed 1 or 2 good shots, but we need to see more of that. Let's discuss a spot at the Tokyo 2020 Olympics up for grabs. Of course, there's 3 tickets from this lightweight division, so if one of these men, the loser, you get another chance in the box-off after tomorrow's rest day.
I'm just impressed with Colin's activity, you know, moving, and he's got both hands ready to go. It isn't just, you know, 1 and then recoil. It's 1, 2, moving forward, and then another 1, 2.
Puts his punches together very well, does Colin. And MBAYA, you can see, is a bit more intent from the Congolese, but he is taking shots in return. Colin's such a good counter puncher as well. He's just very much a complete boxer.
Yes, he is.
A minute gone in round 2. It's just, it seems like the target's there and then it just disappears so quickly.
And then it comes right back at you.
Yes.
No, I think what we're seeing in real time is that was better, but
that was
Mulumba,
better.
you know, can't solve this at the moment. We're about halfway through, running out of time, and Colin again looking so comfortable.
There we go. Colin just getting it better. That was better from MBAYA. Landed a shot, but being warned about the head. Referee hasn't been too involved. That was better from MBAYA. It was a body shot, followed by a nice left over the top. That's the best we've seen from MBAYA in this contest. That should raise his spirits somewhat. But Colin getting on his bike and firing back.
But Mulumba hasn't thrown a punch in about 15 or 20 seconds since he did that good work.
It's isolated, isn't it? It's not... Needs to just up the work rate. Just think he's finding Colin difficult to hit.
And not really willing to flail because he's feeling leather back if he does, or if he doesn't.
Colin, that's a good body shot at the end of that flurry. And a right just seems to have the last word, Colin.
He does.
Oh, that's a good shot. MBAYA, who had his head down, perhaps made it look a bit more spectacular than it was with reflection.
It
but
sounded good.
Sounded good, it did. Colin, again, using that jab. There's another body shot. Dying seconds. There is the bell. Closer round, I'd say. I think I saw a bit more from MBAYA, but I'm still inclined to go for Colin.
I think it's, I think he's, Colin again, it's not thrilling, but it's a clinic. And he hasn't been close to in trouble or hasn't really been hit with many flurries, not a lot of successive punches coming at him.
No, MBAYA's landing one shot and then there's a bit of a delay, then he lands another big shot and then there's a longer delay. But for consistent work rate and hitting the target, I think Colin is
We haven't really been surprised by
top.
The judges yet. And hopefully we'll get the card.
Here it comes. One judge giving it to MBAYA and 4 to Colin. I can see perhaps why. It was close.
It was.
But Colin well in charge. He's up by 2 points on 4 scorecards. So I'm saying this a lot, but MBAYA now needs something very big. He needs a standing 8, a knockdown. He needs a 10-8 round. And Colin already can see the movement. MBAYA tracking him.
Well, you're saying it a lot because we've seen a lot of 2-round advantages going into the third.
Oh, that's a good left from Colin.
And it's Colin who's picked it up. Look at the movement.
Yeah, and look, the referee had to be smart there to move out of the way. He doesn't know where Colin's going. Calls stop. It's a MBAYA Mulumba to keep the head up. As we've said, 3 spots up for grabs.
This is all is not lost for MBAYA if he can't rally.
2 minutes to go to turn this around, but Colin, he's just too savvy and too quick.
Yeah. The movements are cutting the time down. You know, the time is his friend here.
Well, that was a bit of a... I hesitate to say knee, but it was a kind of a bit of a wrestle, and
we've seen worse.
We have seen worse. We have seen a lot worse. Oh, a couple of good punches landed by both men there.
Yeah, I think you said, I just don't think he can catch up with Colin. The movement, although he's
landing well there. That's a couple of really good shots Colin had to take, but he fires straight back. And Colin just gets back to business, just using his feet. Good shot to the body in that flurry. It's got such a variety of shots.
Yes.
Minute to go in round 3. Oh, it's a good left from Colin. He's working the body as well. MBAYA, credit to him. He's putting together some... He's actually landing combinations for the first time. But Colin firing back. And that was a bit of a cheeky late punch from MBAYA. Maybe just showing a bit of frustration. He's thrown some good shots, but Colin has absorbed them and come back with shots of his own. Lovely right. MBAYA with a shake of the head, trying to indicate that he wasn't hurt. I think that one did catch him. MBAYA, 15 seconds. But Colin is happy to keep trading. He doesn't need to. This looks in the bag, and there is the final bell. And straight to the opposite corners to congratulate the opposite corners. And then there was a slap of the gloves.
Yeah, you know, he just it was workmanlike. It was like a day at the office, and he is going to Tokyo. Again, it's
3rd Olympic Games in 4.
Incredible work, and it wasn't boring, but he was methodically efficient, and really didn't give MBAYA any opening or any reason to really feel like he could gain control. So full credit, and Colin gets Jonas
in the final. Now that will be a treat.
Yes, it will, and both are going to Tokyo.
Louis Colin gets the decision. I think MBAYA looks quite disappointed, but...
Well, that's maybe cumulative, and it all is not lost. Again,
no, he needs to pick himself up.
3 spots, so he will get his second chance to qualify for Tokyo in the bout for 3rd place coming up Friday.
No doubt about your winner. Louis Colin going to a 3rd Olympic Games for Mauritius. I think Mauritius' only Olympic medals in boxing. And he'll be looking to double that count. There you can see the scorecards. MBAYA winning on 1 scorecard, so it wasn't unanimous. 4-1 to Colin, but he's through.